Welcome to the WordPress Ultimate Security channel. In this video, we will show you how to give short-term website access to other people using the temporary access feature. Sometimes you need to let a developer, a support helper, or a guest writer into your website for just a little while. The problem is, once you give someone a normal login, it is easy to forget to remove it later. Temporary access lets you create a special login that works for a set amount of time and then expires by itself. The features shown in this video require both Ultimate Security and Ultimate Security Pro to be active on your WordPress site. We begin on the Ultimate Security dashboard. To get there, we navigate to the top bar settings menu and hover over Login and Authentication. From the list that opens, we click on Temporary Access. This brings us to a page with two tabs. One tab is called Create Access Link, and the other is called Settings. Let's start with the Settings tab first, because this is where we choose the default options that will be used every time we create a new temporary login. The first setting is called Visible Roles. This setting controls which roles are allowed to show up in the list when we are creating a temporary login. For this demonstration video, we keep only editor and author. You can add users based on your preference. Below that is Default Role. This is the role that gets picked automatically every time we make a new temporary login. We change this from administrator to editor. Next is Default Redirect. This decides which page a person is sent to the moment they use their temporary login link. For now, we leave this set to Dashboard. The last setting on this page is Default Expiry Time. We leave this set to 1 week, which means links will automatically expire after this duration. Once we are finished with these choices, we click the Save Changes button. Now let's move over to the Create Access Link tab to actually make a temporary login. Notice that the role field already shows editor. That is because of the default we just saved in Settings. At first, we fill in the person's email address, their first name, and their last name. Lastly, we set a username. The role stays on editor, the redirect after login stays on dashboard, and the expiry stays on 1 week. We can also select the language for the user. It's worth mentioning that all these settings can be changed from here. When everything looks correct, we click the Create Temporary Login button. A message says that a temporary login was created successfully. Right below, a table shows our new entry, along with the role, the login activity, and the exact date and time it will expire. Now let's create a second temporary login to show you how flexible this feature is. We fill in a new email address and name, like before we did. This time, we change the role to author instead of editor. For the redirect after login, instead of leaving it on dashboard, we open the dropdown and choose website homepage. This means this second person will land on the actual website instead of the admin area when they log in. We keep the expiry date the same. We also set the language option to English. Then we click Create Temporary Login again. Now our table shows two temporary accounts, one editor and one author, each with its own expiry date. Above the table, you will notice small filter tabs labeled All, Editor, and Author. If you end up creating many temporary logins over time, these tabs let you quickly find the ones you are looking for by role, take bulk actions, or find them from the search box. You can also delete all records. This table displays all users with details of their role, last login time, login count, and expiry date. You can perform quick actions on each user using the icons in the Actions column. There is a copy icon next to each entry. Let's copy the temporary login link so you can send it to the person who needs it. To show you what this looks like from the other side, we open the login link we made for the editor account. It logs straight into the WordPress dashboard right away, with no username or password needed, because everything is already built into that secure link. Next, we try the second link, the one for the author account. This time, instead of going to the dashboard, it takes the person straight to the website's homepage, exactly the way we set it up in the redirect after login option. Back in the admin area, both temporary accounts are still listed in our table. If we ever want to cancel someone's access early, we can simply click the delete icon next to their name. That's temporary access in Ultimate Security. Now, you now know how to create safe, time-limited logins for anyone who needs short-term access to your site. Download Ultimate Security using the link in the description below. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more WordPress security videos, and we will see you in the next video.